اللهم إني أصبحت أشهدك وأشهد حملة عرشك وملائكتك وجميع خلقك.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم إنا نحمدك على ما علمت من البيان وألهمت من التبيان، كما نحمدك على ما أسبقت من العطايا وأسبلت من الغطاء. وصل على محمد خاتم النبيين وإمام المرسلين الذي أعليت درجته في الإليين، وصل عليه ما نم الصبا ببهار متلول ريال مورد. I greet you, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm going to try to make this slot of video very short, if I can. I thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or let's thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the ni'mah He has given us. That is the ni'mah of Ramadan. And we thank Allah for our existence. We are in a time of calamity. And it coincided with Ramadan. There's no way to go. There's no salat in Jama'ah. There's no salat at Taraweeh. But despite that, do not think that Allah is just like a human being, because human beings were very difficult to please. But Allah, He knows what is in us. So pleasing Allah, inshallah, is not difficult because He knows us. What we must do, especially this year, unfortunately or fortunately, we didn't do our tafsir because of the lockdown. So, I'm going to quote surah. I'm going to quote you an ayat from Surah Al-Imran. And it starts from verse 134. It reads, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. وَسَارِئُوا إِلَى مَغْفِرَةٍ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ وَجَنَّةٍ أَرْضُهَا السَّمَاوَاتُ وَالْأَرْضُ أُعِدَّتْ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ الَّذِينَ يُنْفِقُونَ فِي السَّرَّاءِ وَالضَّرَّاءِ وَالْكَاظِمِينَ الْغَيْظَ وَالْعَافِينَ عَنِ النَّاسِ وَاللَّهُ يُحِبُّ الْمُحْسِنِينَ وَالَّذِينَ إِذَا فَعَلُوا فَاحِشَةً أَوْ ظَلَمُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ ذكروا الله فاستغفروا لذنوبهم ومن يغفر الذنوب إلا الله ولم يصروا على ما فعلوا وهم يعلمون. I started the quotation of the ayah I have mentioned. It said, وَسَارِئُوا إِلَى مَغْفِرَةٍ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ. Hasten, be quick to seek forgiveness of your Lord. There's no time or a place more poignant than what befalls us now. We are in Ramadan, lockdown. If you don't take this opportunity to do istighfar, when are you going to do it? The interpretation of this verse or reading of this verse, it varied. Some learned men of Islam will tell you that, oh, you can do sari'u ila magfiratin min rabbikum without the war. And some said, oh, you put it wasari'u. Whatever you do is right. Hasten to the forgiveness of your Lord. Min rabbikum. وَجَنَّةٌ أَرْضُهَا السَّمَاوَاتُ وَالْأَرْضِ وَإِدَّتْ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. And Al-Jannah, remember, what the verse telling us and the interpretation of that, you can go and look at so many tafsir al-Baghawi and other places. Maghfiratin min rabbikum, some learned men of Islam tells you that if you go and seek forgiveness from your Lord, it means that it's telling you, go back to your religion. Go back to your hadith, go back to your sunnah. Ila maghfiratin min rabbikum, or go back to be doing what Allah command you to do. Not only your salat, not only your zakat. Islam is collective. Ma hiya al-Islam? Ma hiya al-ibadah? What is Islam, or what is ibadah? What if worshipping Allah? Is the question the learned men of Islam has answered. In which answer he said, Al-ibadah ismun jami' likulli ma yuhibbuhu Allah wa yardahu min al-a'mal wal-aqwal az-zahira wal-batina. Al-ibadah, worshipping Allah, ismun jami' is collective of names. There are so many names to it. In other words, so many deeds. لِكُلِّ مَا يُحِبُّهُ اللَّهُ وَيَرْضَاهُ. Anything that you're going to do that Allah likes, Allah loves, especially command you to do. When it is haram, you abstain from it. When it is halal, if you can, you go for it. So that is ismun jami'. It's a collective. So, and it tells you what Jannatu abduha samawati wal ard وَإِدَّتْ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. The Jannah, Allah promised us, the width of it, it's samawat wa ardi, it's the heavens on the earth. The gardens, it's the heavens on the earth and the earth. وَإِدَّتْ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. Allah prepared it for those who fear Allah. And he explained this. Allah go on to say, الَّذِينَ يُنْفِقُونَ فِي السَّرَّاءِ وَالضَّرَّاءِ. They are those ينفقون في السراء والضراء. They spend in the ways of Allah. في السراء, when they have it, they spend. In other words, when it is the time of plenty, they spend. When it's the time of shortage, they still have time to spend. They still have the heart to spend. وَالْكَاظِمِينَ الْغَيْظَ. And those who restrain when they are being wrong or angered. If you have anger problem or someone anger you, you swallow your anger. So they say. In other words, restrain from retaliation. وَالْكَاظِمِينَ الْغَيْظَ وَالْعَافِينَ عَنِ النَّاسِ. And he follow it to say, وَالْعَافِينَ عَنِ النَّاسِ. And those who do what? عَافِينَ عَنِ النَّاسِ. They forgive people. Wallahu yuhibbul muhsinin. And Allah said, Wallahu, verily Allah yuhibbul muhsinin. Fastaghfaru li zunubihim. وَمَنْ يَغْفِرُ الذُّنُوبَ إِلَّا اللَّهُ وَلَمْ يُصِرُّوا عَلَى مَا فَعَلُوا وَهُمْ يَعْلَمُونَ. And those, إِذَا فَعَلُوا فَاحِشَةً, when they do wrong, when they do something that they know that it is wrong in the sight of Allah, أَوْ ظَلَمُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ, or they wrong themselves. When we do good, we do it, what? For our own good, for our own self. It's not going to harm Allah. When we do bad, it's going to harm us. It never harms Allah. أَنفُسَهُمْ ذَكَرُوا اللَّهَ. But when we do it, what do we do? If you do the wrong, what do? We always try to remember Allah. Because He sees us and He knows what we do. We remember Allah. That's what Allah said. فَاسْتَغْفَرُوا لِذُنُوبِهِمْ. When you remember Allah and you do istighfar, as I said, we are in a month where istighfar is very, very important. We are in a month, or we are in a time of calamity. Istighfar is very, very important. Remember, istighfar always, and I repeat, always will draw you towards Allah. That is all. Always remember that. فَاسْتَغْفَرُوا لِذُنُوبِهِمْ وَمَا يَغْفِرُ الذُّنُوبَ إِلَّا اللَّهُ. Remember, who is going to be able to forgive you if not Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? He is the only deity, is the only one who's going to be able to forgive you. Don't go seeking forgiveness in a temple or anywhere. Say istighfar to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And inshallah, he will forgive you. وَمَنْ يَغْفِرُ الذُّنُوبَ إِلَّا اللَّهُ وَلَمْ يُصِرُّوا عَلَى مَا فَعَلُوا وَهُمْ يَعْلَمُونَ. And when you do istighfar towards Allah, you do not go back to your old ways. What do? You go back and try and strive to do good. You know something? People always talk about jihad, whatever you're going to call it. There is no jihad except jihad al-nafs. A jihad that you fought within you, inside you. That is the jihad. You know, the dunya we live in is full of temptation. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, "Ash-shaytan, inna shaytan yajri min ahdikum majra lahmahu wa dammahu." Each and every one of you, shaitan ran through his blood, ran through him like his blood vessels. Every one of you, the blood, where the blood is, that's where shaitan goes. In other words, in all of us, however special you are, however whiter you think you are. In fact, sometimes those who think that they are whiter than white, that's where shaitan get them. Nobody is perfect. If you ever see anybody claiming perfection, he needs to take some tablets, get him a psychiatrist. Something wrong with him. Wallahi, there's no perfection. Perfection is in the hands of Allah. A human being, you can get up, do good, tomorrow you fall. The next you get up, you continue. Allah is Rahim, He is the most merciful. He will have mercy on you. So that's what Quran is telling us. وَلَمْ يُسِرُّوا عَلَى مَا فَعَلُوا وَهُمْ يَعْلَمُونَ. So, and Allah continues to say, أُولَٰئِكَ جَزَاؤُهُمْ مَغْفِرَةٌ مِّن رَبِّهِمْ. Those who do that, their jaza, their payment in the sight of Allah, maghfiratun. Allah will forgive them. وَجَنَّاتِ تَجْرِي مِنْ تَحْتِهَا أَنْهَارُ خَالِدِينَ فِيهَا وَنِعْمَ أَجْرُ الْعَامِلِينَ. And Jannah, the Jannah which underneath it rivers flow. خَالِدِينَ فِيهَا, and they will live there permanently. What? وَنِعْمَ الْأَجْرُ الْعَامِلِينَ. And what an excellent award or recompense for those who work and strive towards Allah. I have to come back to something here. I talk about وَالْكَاظِمِينَ الْغَيْظَ. That's what Allah said in the Holy Quran. And those who swallow anger, their anger. It's very, very important thing. These days, we have so many issues that we are dealing with. Issues of financial, yes, all of us. And certain times, there's no issue at all. We made it an issue, and it eat us, it eat inside us. That is why Allah said, well, Kazimin al-Ghayz, and those who do what? Who swallow their anger, or who swallow certain things that is, in other words, be patient. I'm going to read you something. This is from Dr. Ail al-Karni. It's a book called La Tahzan. La Tahzan means don't be sad. And I quote, do not carry the weight of the globe on your shoulders. I hope you are listening. Don't carry the weight of the globe on your shoulders. You just want the world to be so perfect according to you. Well, I have a news for you. It's never going to be. And he continues to say, in a certain class of people, there rage an internal war. In certain class of people, wallahi, there's a war, an internal. It means it's not outside. It's not the war that you know in a battlefield. We all know when they say there's war, bombs and missiles, whatever it is, that's what war is. No, sometimes inside you, rage an internal war, one that doesn't take place in a battlefield. The war that rages in you is not in the battlefield, as you know. Think again and wake up. And said what? But in one's bedroom, one's office, one's home. The battle rages in your bedroom, in your office, and in your home. It's not between you and your beloved wife, no. In other words, you worry too much. Certain things that you shouldn't be worried about, every little thing worries you. That's what he's saying. Every little thing worries you. And it continues to tell you it is a war that results in ulcers. It will finally eat you up, give you some sickness you didn't have, or an increase in blood pressure. You end up having blood pressure, having so many worries, Put it in you. Don't throw it away and it will eat you up. That's what he's saying. Everything frustrates these people. Everything frustrates you. They become angry at inflation. When they say that the pound falls, they become angry. When they say that the currency is falling, he becomes angry. He's worried about, the pounds that I have, I was thinking of it having so many in cedis or whatever, in dollars, whatever it is. He becomes so worried. You see, furious becomes the main, the rain came late. And he will be furious that, this year the rain didn't come in time. The rain came so late. And exacerbated when the value of their currency falls. They are forever perturbed and vexed no matter what the reason. Whatever it is, whatever reason it is, they will always get angry. And that is where the problem is. Even between you and your friends. Today, if he does good, and tomorrow he anger you, always try to judge man, not for one thing he did wrong, he has done wrong. Judge him for his own character. I will end here with a poetry. The poet said that إذا جرحت مساويهم فؤادي صبرت على إساءة وانتويت فجئت إليهم تلقا مهيا كأني لا سمعت ولا رأيت إذا جرحت مساويهم فؤادي. If they anger me because of certain things they do, that make me angry, Sabartu ala isaati wantawaitu. I keep cool. I exercise patience. Wantawaitu. And I gather myself together. And Fajitu ilayhimu tolkan muhayya. If I see them, or if I come across them, or if I go to them, tolkan muhayya, my face is clear. Why? Ka'anni la sami'tu wa la ra'aytu. As if I haven't heard anything or see anything. May Allah forgive us all. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Allah keep us together. Ghana Muslim Union, may Allah give us a bright future. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.